New round, new opening hand. Gonna play some Magic. It's gonna be great. Our hand is mediocre, but it is just good enough, I think. Our opponent has a Soul Warden. That ain't good. I don't think I care too much about the Soul Wardens. I think I'm more worried about things like the Pridemate. We're just gonna play the bird. Let him gain some life. And we need Loam Seismic Assault pretty soon here, I think. Faithless Looting is probably the card I want, because it can give us everything, which is great. Ghost Quarter probably not going to be very good here. Sometimes they have like Emeria, if they're planning on going pretty long. I don't know though. These decks all have like their own little quirks to them. Everyone puts their own little take. I'm more worried about the ones that are trying to beat me down. Arid Mace is certainly interesting. Could mean any number of things. White-black, perhaps. Or white-red, I guess. Oh, dear. Okay, this is the Norrin deck. I have played against this deck. Tarmogoyf, keep Lightning Bolt open. So you can't play like another Soul Warden, then a Pridemate, make it a 4/4. Could Blood Moon me. Yeah, that's a thing. Well, we have a little bird here doing some work. And a billion Lightning Bolts. Opponent only has 3 cards. I think it is pretty reasonable given our bolt situation that we can just start attacking him with a 3/4 Goyf. Not too concerned with that Legion Loyalist. There's a Mentor of the Meek. Probably going to bolt that thing down too. Don't really want that getting out of hand. And then we can play a Tasigur. Might be a little aggressive to still hold open Bolt mana, but I think it's okay. Gotta attack first before we exile our instants, clearly. There's the Pridemate. But with no Soul Wardens, I'm not too concerned. Well, there's a Looting. That's sweet. Gonna commune first, pump up the Goyf a little bit. Oh, that's kind of nice. Just Loams for days. I don't think there's any point in casting Looting or Seismic Assault. And if he wants to chump with his Pridemate, I'm more than fine with that. And then next turn we'll have Loam Seismic Assault, so it's fine getting rid of our last bolt, I think. But we can also just deal him the last 6 if it comes to that. Hopefully that'll work. Genesis Chamber, you're a little late. A little tardy to the party. So, Blood Moon, sweet card, turned off all my lands, but Birds of Paradise was there to save the day. So, perfect. Actual perfects. We don't have a ton for this matchup. Like I said, though, these Pyroclasms are good against random creature decks. Also kind of scared about the Genesis Chamber, so I think I'm going to bring in 1 Grudge. The black creatures can probably go. Just because, again, I think this is going to be a matchup where I'm going to be Loam Assaulting all of his things. not necessarily beating him down like I was in that game 1. Plus, they cost black mana, which is not very good against Blood Moon. So, I think Crushers are probably better than these things. Could board in some Thoughtseize, try and disrupt them a little bit. Maybe take a Blood Moon if it's going to hurt me too much. But if I do get Blood Moon, Thoughtseize is certainly not a good draw either. So, I think we just want to try and fetch basic Forest here pretty soon. And that makes me rethink my mana base a little bit. I have a lot of Bloodstained Mires and not a lot of Verdant Catacombs. Maybe that was a mistake. So we only have 5 lands that fetch green outside of like maybe Ghost Quartering ourselves, which is also a potential option. I could just side out a Ghost Quarter here though too. Don't need all these colorless lands, I don't think. So now, I guess Combust kill white creatures. He has like Champion of the Parish and Pridemate, so maybe Combust is good enough. Maybe we want some of those. Decay still kills Blood Moon and Genesis Chamber and a bunch of weird stuff, so maybe we just go with 1 Combust, because I like all of our other cards. Always play against some weirdo decks in Modern. Just never fails. So much crazy happening going on. Now we wait, but not very long. Treetop Village into Birds of Paradise. Not super exciting. We have Seismic Assault, but not a bunch of red. We certainly don't have extra lands either, and Abrupt Decay is good, but a little unwieldy. So this hand just seems a little too awkward to keep. If I had another land, I'd probably just jam it, but I think we can do better on 6, and lo and behold, I think we have done it. And our opponent is on 5 currently. Four. And he keeps on 4. And now we have Seismic Assault. So this should probably be a pretty quick one. Birds of Paradise, obviously very strong. Play a turn 2 Seismic Assault if we wanted. Or turn 2 Crusher. Guess I don't really need black. Probably just get a mountain. If he brought in something like a Disenchant, I don't want to just jam Assault and get it blown up before I get to do anything with it. So I'm going to play Crusher next turn, going to play Loam and Tarmogoyf, and then I'll play Assault on the next turn. So we just draw another Seismic Assault, so not the worst. We now have backups. Make Crusher a little bit bigger here. Get another basic mountain. Play out Tarmogoyf, get a 1/1. And then give him the business. Oh, Norin's here. Now he's just kind of going off. Birds of Paradise revealed card. We're going to dredge this Loam. Crack this fetch. So we have more lands to loam back. And I guess we'll get a Blood Crypt now since we're out of basics. Loam these lands, play Seismic Assault, and then he'll probably concede. Should I pound this mirror? That's probably worth it. Oh no, Auriok Champion. Mill like 10 lands. What do we reveal? Another birds? This is pretty fun. We have a big crusher. Could use that wolf run. I guess we'll just play out this other Tarmogoyf. That might have been a bad idea because he just gains a bunch of life. Yeah, that was not very smart. Because if we dredge loam, then we have 12 points of burn. But I think I just have to pick off this Pride Mate now. This is pretty fun. I like Loam Seismic Assault. Pretty nice. A very unfair combination of cards. We have the biggest crusher in the universe. Pro Red and Black, Warrior Champion. Obviously, the best way to beat that is just jamming Tarmogoyf, but card could potentially be an issue. Now what I reveal? Bolt. Still dredging. Get in there, Birds of Paradise. And I'm not sure what we could have. He's F6. Alright. Want to play it out. Understandable. Alright, 21-21. That's our new record for this crusher. Yeah, that was pretty sweet. Obviously, a little unfortunate to have our opponent mull to 4 there, but I think our draw was pretty good. It would have been nice to play like an actual game, but I'm all right with it, I think.